Welcome, my fellow citizens. Today I've decided to check out the new latest leaks in the pipeline and also the new channel which I was invited to, discussing whatever. These two channels are one of the best ways to find out what's new in Star Citizen. The 4.4 is in evocati, as soon it will be in wave 1 and maybe even more waves. So what do we have and what do we know from the new stuff? So first of all, we have new commodities: lindium, severlium, thorite, organics. I'm not gonna go deep into this, it's just there to know. We will also have new harvestable, new vehicular recipes, new gear. There's a new Soul 3 armor set, Bombardier, and there's also Testudo armor set, 4 variants and 1 for Vicelo. These Testudo armor are practically Vandul armors. So we finally have Vandul armor in the game. Now we have the Nix, and in Nix we have Glacium, Right Wreck Station, asteroid clusters, and much more. So we are getting the Nix system and also a lot of cool stations in Nix system. Sadly, we do not still have those 3 planets in Nix, maybe in the future. I don't think these 3 planets will be implemented in the game until the new Genesis is alive. So they need this new engine that will push these planets, because they are something completely different from what we have in the game. Once the Genesis goes live, I think the Star Citizen will become something completely different, and hopefully we will get rid of these bugs that were plaguing games for years. Now, we also have a new paints coming for the following ships. For the Anvil Gladiator, Asgard, Polaris and Zeus. Those are the top 4 in Best in Show 2955. These paints will be orange and black. Now this could be very nice if they do it properly. I hope the CIG gives a little bit thought to this and make a perfect ships. We'll also have 2 new Luminalia paints, white, blue and green red, for Anvil Terrapin, Crusader Spirit, Drake Golem, RSI Scorpius. And we will have 4.4 patch paints. For the Drake Golem we will have a lot of new paints. Now the most juiciest parts. We have a new ships coming into the game. We all know the first one, the RSI Perseus. I think every person will have RSI Perseus, and I think this ship will overcrowd the Star Citizen. Write me down in comments if you think that the RSI Perseus is the most sought out ship ever in Star Citizen. This is crazy. Then we have a Greycat MDC, Mobile Defense Center, equipped with the missile racks, likely the specialized S2 ground-to-air missiles from a previous localization datamined. So this is very interesting. This is some kind of defense center, okay? I don't know what the hell is this. This is probably some kind of vehicle, like tank or something. I don't know, we shall see. RSI Salvation, ship between Pisces and Prospector in size, speculated to be the entry-level salvager. So we are getting the RSI Salvation, which will be, salvaging. The name says it all, but I don't think so. They have to change something with the salvaging right now, otherwise it's not interesting gameplay. Then we are getting the Drake Clipper. Seems to be confirmed that this ship is the missing Drake-like CitizenCon silhouette. Okay, so this is the tall ship with the wings stretching out on the Corsair. And other people thought that that was a new Grace ship, but it seems that it is Drake Clipper. Now likely we will get an RSI Hermes that is Apollo variant focused on cargo transporting, and it will have a tractor beam and missile pod. And this one is also very interesting, L22 Alpha Wolf, the variant of the Wolf, texture for the name found with the current live with, along with the paint variants from the L21. So basically this ship I think will be the Wolf, which can change weapons for the laser guntlings, or something completely different. I don't know, we shall see, but I think it could be possible that this ship can use laser weapons, while the normal Wolf uses just ballistics. So this is everything that I found here in discussing whatever. Now let's head over to the pipeline. So here we have some leak photos from the Levki. Look at this. Wow. So if you didn't know, the space in Nix will be a bluish color, which I particularly don't like that much, because it looks like it's underwater. Look at this. I mean, why can't we just have one system where is everything nice and black and without color paints? Strange choice, but it is what it is. So we have Santan that is greenish, we have Pyro that is reddish, now we have this Nix which is bluish. Also we have some kind of video here. The people say that this build is very hard on your PC, and look at this FPS, like crazy bad. I don't know on which PC this was made, but it's not that great. But of course it's just the first EPTU patch. We have to be a little bit more patient. Here it says build has pretty atrocious FPS and Levki doesn't have a quantum marker yet. Okay, interesting. Now we have more. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at this. Look at those two Corsairs parked on this pad. Wow. I think you can park really big ships here, even RSI Polaris. And we also have a hangars. I wonder if those are extra large hangars. I think it is, because look at the size of this here pad, and it's corresponded to this here hangar. And of course Hope is here. Really nice picture of the Levki. And this is that bluish space that I'm talking about. Here is particularly too much blue in my opinion. I would like this a little bit toned down, like it is in Stanton. In Stanton first it was too much green, and then they tone it down, and now it looks really nice. But this is a little bit too much, at least what I think. So now we're gonna head up to the new patch notes. There is something very interesting happened here with the ships and vehicles. PDT changes. So the CIG decided to change the PDCs to PDT. Basically these are the PDCs. So the PDC's guns alpha damage has been reduced by 50%, resulting in overall DPS decrease. PDT's mast has been lowered as their previous weight was considered too high. Now, these PDTs or PDCs were a little bit too much OP in my opinion. All you have to do is like come with your Idris or Polaris, park it, and it will kill all enemy ships. But now it will not be easy. But if you are fearing that the torpedoes will now be harder to kill, well, it will not be. Look at this. Missile health has been reduced by the same percentage as the PDC alpha damage reduction, approximately 50%. Torpedo health has also been reduced, though to a lesser extent, around 33 less HP overall. So basically they will have same efficiency against torpedoes as before, but it will be harder to kill small ships with PDCs, and that is okay in my opinion. They were a little bit too high with damage. They will still pose a threat if you stick long enough around the big ships, but if you move away you'll be fine. Now we also have something very interesting. Anvil F8C Lightning buffed forward Gs and roll angular speed. So they made it a little bit faster to forward and also the roll, which is really needed for this ship. Also the yaw for this ship is so horrendous. They'll need to a little bit boost yaw at least. And they also did some kind of angular acceleration to the Anvil Hawk, Anvil Arrow and Inspiria Synth. And slight medium interceptor turning improvement for flight performance. Saber Raven, Firebird, Buccaneer, Herald, Mantis. So I'm looking forward to seeing this in future, how this really reflects on Anvil F8C specifically, and also the rest of the ships. We're gonna test that, we're gonna see what's good and what's bad. And now this is very important, bug fixes. We have over 150 bug fixes for 4.3.2, which is so needed. And we have this potential fix. Medical Ursa medical screen does not deploy upon utilization. It's finally fixed. Look how many people here are happy because of this. Like any other of this is not that important, but yeah, Ursa was like something that is really important for all of us players who are flying their ships and want to have their medical bed, and because of this bug we couldn't respawn in our ship, so finally it will be fixed. So I'm not gonna go through all of this, you can check out for yourself. Anyway, what do you think guys about 4.4 Star Citizen? I'm really looking forward to it, especially to trying and testing the Nix. Also, I want to see and fly around the Levki. What are your thoughts about the new ships? About which new ship are you excited the most? I think all of us are so excited about Perseus, and I'm looking forward personally to try out that ship. It would be amazing to fly in RSI Perseus. Thank you for watching this video. If you think that I've deserved, please subscribe, like this video and share it with your friends. Until next video, have fun out there.